Welcome back to Celebrity Radio. It's Alex Belfield talking to some of the biggest stars and some of my favourite people. And we've got one for you today. Mark Foster is the English former competitive swimmer who represented Great Britain at the Olympics. And he's on today to talk about booze. We mustn't be party poopers, Mark. It's coming up to Christmas.
No, we shouldn't be party poopers. This is not about telling people not to drink. This is more about being aware of the things around drinking in excess. I mean, I'm involved today with Drink Aware, and I found it shocking realising that almost half of 35 to 75-year-olds who drink alcohol did it because they felt that they wanted to, through social pressure. So, and I don't bow to social pressure. And I think the other thing is from being an athlete from a number of years, I didn't drink a lot. I do drink. I like a drink. But I think it's trying to get people to not feel that they're being a party pooper if they decide to have a lime and soda rather than a vodka lime and tonic or something, or just change a drink every now and again. And I think if people look at, by drinking more, sometimes you don't sleep as well, you're not so productive at work, and you're taking on more calories. So this is not about do not drink. This is about just drink a little bit more responsible, or sometimes just have one drink less when you go out.
People do think you're a bit creepy if you ask for a blackcurrant and water like I do with no ice when I'm out. If I'm working, I never drink before a show or an appearance or anything like that. And you are sort of frowned upon. It's not very manly, is it, to ask for an orange juice? We've got to get over that in 2017.
No, of course we have. I think that's what people came up in the study and said around with the social pressure around confidence and masculinity, as in having a drink gave them a little bit more confidence, and also they didn't want to be less of a man by not having that extra drink. I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying I'm Mr. Man because I was a sportsman, but I like lime and soda. I like a pint every now and again, and I like a glass of wine with a meal. But then again, I don't feel that I have to go out and do 10 pints in an evening. My mates love me because I don't drink an awful lot. I end up being designated driver, and also then I fill the gaps in the morning of what they've been up to.
There is that. I Googled you. I mean, I don't know whether you've Googled me, but I'm a deeply unattractive man. I mean, it's pathetic. And then I look at these pictures of you. Are you still like the pictures?
I might have put on a couple of pounds, but pretty much the same, yeah. Apart from I'm got probably a little bit greyer hair, although I was going grey when I was on my 25th birthday because the rest of the swimming team gave me just for men at 25. So I've got grey in my beard. But body-wise, yeah, I can still... I'm not as fit as I used to be, but I'm still all right. I do everything in moderation. This is one of these things with human beings. We're not good at moderation. So this is the whole thing about today's Drink Aware campaign, is trying to get people to do a little bit more moderation. I mean, I still work out an awful lot, but I don't beat myself up like I used to.
I wonder the discipline, and I've spoke to so many sports people over the years. I mean, you have to work so hard to maintain that. And then I wonder about something like the Olympics and how much fun you have on those camps. Are you able to actually relax and have a good time, or is it all about, no, I've got to be in peak fitness, I've got to be 100% for tomorrow?
It's that bit, the latter. I've got peak fitness and I've got to be 100% for tomorrow. I mean, for me, my event was 21 seconds, and hundreds of difference of seconds has made a difference between me winning gold medals, breaking world records, and not picking up a medal or making a final. So it is elite level, makes a huge difference. But that's not to say that when the competition's over that we don't go out for the week after. The swimming's always in the first week of the Olympics, and then we get to enjoy the other sports and enjoy going out for the second week. But and if you think about it, you've got a village of 15,000 Olympians who have been focusing on a 4-year period for this moment, and then when they finish, it's like they let their hair down a bit.
Yeah, I don't blame them. Your discipline now, I mean, do you always worry about the calorie counting of this? I can't imagine you popping into Starbucks for the 7 donut equivalent Christmas coffee.
Do you know what? I like coffee, but I end up having an Americano or a small flat white, and there isn't a lot of calories in it. But do I look at it? No, I think the thing is what I've done with food, I like vegetables, I like salad, I like chicken, I like fish, but I kind of everything I do is moderation. I love a burger. I like a rack of ribs. I like a glass of wine, but I'm very good at moderating stuff as opposed to excess, and human beings are very, very good at excess. So, but I think what my thing is to people is if you make some healthy choices for a period of time, they become your habits, and then all of a sudden you don't have to think about them anymore because you're just doing it.
Do you think drinking ever became a problem for you? I had somebody on last week, it was also a sportsman, funnily enough, a former footballer, who said that if you'd have added it all up, he would have been classed as an alcoholic, even though it was just social drinking and having fun. Do you think it ever became too much for you?
No, not at all. No, I wasn't a drinker. Like I say, when it came to the end of competitions, we'd all go out for a week, and then I'd get back home, and then I'd go on holiday with friends, family. Yeah, I'd go out and have a few drinks, and then all of a sudden get back into training, and we sort of focused and head was down again. But I've got lots of mates. I used to sit in the pub with a load of mates of mine who were drinkers, and I used to have 2 pots of tea while they were drinking pints, and occasionally I'd have a pint, and they respected my wishes and my choice. I never had any sort of social pressure from my mates, and none of my other mates did. And I think that's the thing, is trying to get people to let other people make their own choices and decisions, and not beat them up for the fact that they're slightly different. I think that, we're all different in different ways, and I think the thing is, too many people try and fit in just to fit in.
I mean, there's nothing worse than being in a room of drunk people. That makes you realise how stupid the whole thing is from start to end.
Well, we've all been there, haven't we? We've all had that moment of, oh my God, what did I do last night? I call it a duvet moment, where you get in and you put your head under the pillow, if you can remember, and go, oh no, what will I do tonight? So we've all had them. I must admit, on several occasions, because I don't drink an awful lot, I fill in the gaps for some of my mates when they have a little bit too much. But they've all said to me, by hanging around with me, they don't drink so much, not because they're conscious of that I'm, Mr. Healthy and fit, and I frown upon it. I don't at all. But they just suddenly realise that they don't need as much. They don't have to drink to have fun. I go out till 3 or 4 in the morning, drinking lime and soda and have a laugh.
I wish we had more time, because there's so many more questions I'd like to ask you, but I just wonder what that feeling is like when you cross the finishing line and you've won and the whole place is cheering. How do you even recreate that adrenaline and that emotion in 2017? I mean, it was 10 years ago you retired. Is there any feeling like that?
Yes, in terms of I've got a swim academy, and I go along and I teach younger people about dealing with setbacks, goal setting, nerves, etc., and I get in the water and I demonstrate, and seeing people light up and seeing them improve. I mentor a few people in the British team, and that's my way of giving back. And when I see them get the result they want, that gives me a buzz. It's not the same as standing on the block and doing it yourself, but I think nowadays, if I'm going to be competitive, it might sound very dull and boring, Alex, but I go on the golf course.
Well, if we could all only be as delicious as you. Mark Foster, just Google him. How old are you now, by the way? 104?
47.
It's depressing, and you still look better than I did at 21. We didn't even get a chance to talk about Through the Keyhole or Celebrity Juice, but never mind, we'll do that next time. It's Alcohol Awareness Week. Just think about what you're doing. YouGov Research with Drink Aware have brought out this new thing for middle-aged men. Be careful, be sensible, and Mark, always great to talk to you. Thank you for your time.
Nice to speak to you. Cheers. Bye-bye.